We're going to be speaking to some other folks specifically about the licensing, process. But just generally speaking, I mean, is this a costly endeavor? I mean, is it doable for, individuals that want to open up places in low impact areas or minority, business entrepreneurs?
That is a very difficult one because it sort of depends on what type of license you're trying to get
Hmm.
and how large it's going to be, where it's going to be located. The big obstacles are things like trying to find real estate. We've had so many municipalities that have opted out, and municipalities are king in New Jersey, so they can decide things like number of licenses they're going to allow, where they're located, times of operation, how far away they have to be from libraries, churches, nurseries, schools, swimming pools. So they can set up so many regulations that essentially you can stymie any business, or you can actually just say we're not going to allow it at all. Which, again, close to 70% of our municipalities have said that. So
Right.
trying to find a location can be extremely difficult. Not just that, if you're applying for a micro license, you have to be a resident of the town you're applying in or an adjoining township. So if your township touches three other townships and all four of those don't allow any cannabis business, you cannot apply for a micro license. So even though it's legal in New Jersey, not legal for you where you live
Right. And
for you
that's a whole
to get a
nother
business.
issue in and of itself, right? Because it's circumventing the purpose of the legislation,
Exactly.
arguably.
Not just that. The municipalities also can set up rules like what their application fees can be. So
Hmm.
there are some municipalities that are charging far more than the state, and the state has made a point of saying we want to have low application fees because we don't want that to stop, especially our micro licenses or our social equity applicants. But then you go to a municipality and they may well be charging you five times what the state is charging, and there's at least nothing at the moment, nothing you can do about
Right. And will the banks even loan someone money since it's not
it.
legal under the
Yeah,
federal laws?
then you're into cannabis banking, which
Hmm.
primarily you have to find a state-based bank or a state-based credit union. Although there are a few places like Valley Bank that are working with cannabis businesses now, but the caveat is that the fees will be very high.
Right. A lot of hurdles, a lot of issues, and it's it's neat to be able to speak with you because you have such a good grasp of all of the issues and knowledge, from a historical perspective, and able to kind of anticipate the direction that each of those different issues and areas may go.
Well, clearly you can tell this is an area that I love and that I find it intriguing, and I love everything from the cultivation to the business parts of it to the legal challenges. So yeah, I am in such a good place.
Yeah.